Hey guys, hello. Good afternoon. We have to get a little bit serious today with your host, Alexei here. Um, this video is gonna be titled Lessons Learned and uh, Advice on Man Logan. I have been I was very busy today actually in my job. That's why I am recording this video almost 7 p.m. And I didn't even go to the office. I did home office, so I was really busy. Now, I have been trying to read almost all the Reddit posts that I get the alerts for. And there's one common misconception that even I thought, and my previous video was not clickbait at all, but it was just something that I wasn't expecting. I remember that doing difficulty 10 when I didn't have my Cabal beyond 4 stars. It was quite easy, and even though we had a Mephisto in the last node, it wasn't that of an inconvenience. Now, the higher you want to get your Man Logan, the higher your rooster has to be. And it was a very useful comment that I upvoted, which referred to, lately people have been focusing and content creators have been advising to build tall, not wide. Just give me a second, guys. I'm looking for something. My cat was playing around here and she dropped something. So anyway, the advice is to build tall and not wide. I'm not saying that that's a bad idea or that's bad advice. Even I do it myself. Well, no, I don't do it myself. And actually, I'm in the situation of I don't have teal items anymore. Oh my god, just as an example, Arby's. I don't have enough teal gear items to get him to gear tier 18. Because I was building my rooster wide. Why? Because again, the priority has always been arena, followed closely by raids. But lately, I wanted to get higher in Cosmic Crucible, and for war, actually, I don't think you need to have the widest and tallest rooster for war. Gear tier 16, 17 works. Now, the Old Man Logan team, I love Old Man Logan and I love Deadpool and I love, in general, the Mercs for Money, so it was a choice to take it to Gear tier 18. Alpha Flight, it was not a choice. It was a forced choice because of Spotlight raids. If you want to do good in Spotlight raids, you have to have a Gear tier 18 team. So forth, so on. So I haven't been in the latest teams. Just as an example, not all of my work teams are as high as fuck, and I'm gonna show you. Nowhere. No, it's nowhere. New Avengers, Gear tier 16. These guys, Weapon X, just one. Undying. Wakandans, well, in this case, it's War Dogs. Infinity Watch, So this one, again, first choice of Spotlight. As you can see, my Nowhere team was Gear tier 15, except for Nova, and that's it. That's the end of the story. Now, again, Mercenaries for Money, it was just because I liked them, not because I was gonna get a lot of them. And out of time, I built them just because Old Man Logan, not because of war. So again, as you can see, my rooster has been growing wide, and I'm in a serious roadblock. I cannot upgrade my characters anymore. It took me a couple of farming to get out of time to Gear 18. and I don't have enough to farm, enough to take him to gear tier 18 probably. No, yeah, and yeah, I have a Mystic crunch issue. So yeah, that's the issue. Fortunately enough, the new characters are bio, and skill. So whew, I am covered by that. And Mephisto is Mystic, obviously, but I'm very far away from Mephisto. Maybe 1, 2, 3 months. Anyway, coming back to Old Man Logan, this is a common misconception that even I had myself. I thought that having the biggest Cabal team was just gonna get me there. Now, again, it depends on how high you're willing to invest to get the highest Old Man Logan that you can. I got to milestone 14, which means a 7 yellow for red, and I already took him to 5 red. So if you want to do well in Arena, in the meanwhile we get the rest of the Annihilation, then you have to invest. Period. That's how these games work. And I'm not meaning money, I'm meaning resources. So what happened? What did I face here? Actually, I saw Rage's video on what teams to take, and I actually had to praise Rage. For the first time, I found one of his videos really useful, but with the caveat that he's not completely honest. And this is another piece of the advice regarding Reddit that I found, regarding the comments, regarding the misconceptions, and something that he doesn't mention and almost nobody mentions. So what does endgame means? So endgame means level 100, gear tier 18, at least. Real endgame, it's gear tier 19. In other words, gear tier 18, it's gear tier 19, it's the old gear tier 18. It's a new gear tier 18, sorry. So anyway, what did I face here? And again, it's almost the same advice than Rage, but at the same time it is not. A couple of changes, really useful changes. The first node, the first node, it's completely free. You can take wherever you want. Actually, it's not that hard. The recommendation here is to take Old Man Logan if you already have unlocked him. If not, you can do difficulty 10 and just do the first node and you'll unlock him. I think it was that way because we had blocked difficulty 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah, or you can do difficulty. You can do the highest difficulty you can and just do the first node and you'll unlock him. Actually, that's the best advice. Anyway, the recommendation in this node, it's take whatever you want, but extreme extent, if you are investing both tall in raids and wide in general, again, raids we're talking about five teams, so it's already wide. Anyway, it's just to take the highest extreme X-Men that you can. And again, if you want to do difficulty 14 or 15, level 100 gear tier 18. No less, guys. I'm sorry. If you're struggling, either to say you need to invest more, or you have to trim your expectations and set them lower, set the bar lower. You know, like I'll just conform with a 4 yellow. No, 5 yellow. That's it. Actually, I thought that myself. I was gonna sell for a 5 yellow, 3 red Old Man Logan. But after seeing Rage's video, it mainly was just that. I said, like, why not? Now, what did I have to do? Oh my god. I had to invest around 60,000 gold into taking a ton of characters to gear tier 18 and level 100. Not all of them, but most of them. And I'm going to mention who were the ones that I took to 100 specifically and why. So again, first node, Extreme X-Men plus Old Man Logan. My example, my Cyclops is level 95, gear tier 18. I didn't took him because we already have a better mutant. There's no requirement for mutant, but this team works wonders. With Nightcrawler is a beast, Gambit pings, Forges heals and revives, and Old Man Logan is just Old Man Logan, you know? But again, if you are not willing to invest to 100, level 100 gear tier 18, or you can't, that's your hand, right? You can't. You don't have the resources. I'm okay. I don't have the resources right now for some characters. I understand. I get you. So just sell for milestone 8 now, I think. Just sell for milestone 11. Choose to difficulty 11. Maximum difficulty 12, right? If you want to get more, okay. So, but again, milestone 10 probably it's gear tier 16. Milestone 11 is gear tier 17, and going forward, milestone 13 is gear tier 18. I think that's a ballpark of what you need. Anyway, that's the first node. Second node, it's out of time. What did I have to do here? I you saw my previous video. I tried a lot of difficulties with a lot of scourges, pacts combinations, and oh my god, a gear tier 16 Starbrand was getting obliterated in one shot. He was getting one shot all the time. So what did I do? Take Starbrand to gear tier 18. Again, forced choice. This game is all about forced choice. Then, I think Captain Carter and I previously took Captain Carter and Ghost Rider to level 95, and these guys are still level 95. You know, the only one that's 100 is Black Knight. These guys do work as 95 gear to 18, but no less, guys. No less than gear to 18. Or on the contrary, you can take them to 100 and let them sit at 17. But I don't think so. I think this makes more sense. If you're really struggling, because in this game mode you have to reset 10 times, 20 times, like a lot of times to get the perfect RNG. If you don't want to struggle that much, then take them to 100. Moving on, we had Cosmic Bio, and here is another issue where you have to set your expectations. Practically, the bio nodes, not the villain, the bio nodes are impossible, practically impossible, without Super Scroll. That's what most people are saying in Reddit. Not saying that it's impossible. Actually, some people have said that they have completed it with a full, again, level 100, gear 18, nowhere team. And I am gonna confirm that it works great. Example, by the way, I don't have enough resources to take Cosmo to gear 18. That's why he was gear 17. I already took him, just for the lols. But anyway, I was taking the recommendation, which was Photon. Rage was recommending Photon, and oh my god, that doesn't work. She gets one shot at level 100. No, level 95. Okay, level 95. Maybe that was my issue again. I'm not perfect, also. So yeah. But when I had Nova, Void Knight, Super Scroll, and a Korg, and Photon. Once I changed to gear tier 17, again, not even gear tier 18, gear tier 17, Cosmo, oh my god, this node was done. But with Super Scroll, obviously there's a ton of people that do not have Super Scroll at the moment. And I don't blame you guys. One of my best advice is focus on Super Scroll before focusing on Man Logan. That's kind of a big general advice. Now, again, this node it's doable with full nowhere, but again, we are talking about full nowhere. Beta rebuild, the other guy, Star-Lord, Korg, Cosmo, and Nova. Or you can change for Void Knight. Maybe instead of Star-Lord. But anyway, it's doable. It's completely doable. If you want to do it at difficulty 14 or 15, again, 100, gear tier 18. Moving on, hero skill. A lot of people have been having issues with hero skill, and I did myself. This node has a it's really nasty. It has a superior 6, and if you're using that, you have to use. I'm gonna touch that. If you're using the Cosmic Crucible advantages, then both the two lizards and Craven, they obliterate your team. The first recommendation is to sack teams. You take some teams. They take the ultimates, both from Craven and Lizard, but it's not enough. You take another one, and then you clear with Superior Secret Society. This is the best team that you can use here. There's nothing else. But in the last hero skill node, I really noticed that actually this team is it's lacking here because of Red Hulk and Gamma in general. If Red Hulk triggers, you're done. You're done. Nobody survives. I mean, yeah, they survive, but 3 out of the 5, and they get killed. So their recommendation, something that again I learned that I could have done better. It's change Black Knight instead of Noir, and you're done. You're set. Now my team is already 100, so there was no investment needed. But anyway, the recommendation for higher tiers is 100 gear tier 18. If you have some in gear tier 19, great. Now moving on, and this is where I learned the most difficult um, lesson. So whenever Scopely says you need Cabal and you need Out of Time, Cabal plus Loki and Animal Frost, and you need Cabal Out of Time, sorry, at 5, 6, 7, it doesn't mean that just by having them at 7, they will work. My Cabal was gear tier 1895, and they were not doing great. Not bad, but not great. And actually, the last node, I wasn't clearing it at all. No, this one, no. The one that involves Cabal. Cabal. Yeah, this one. So, or this one? It was the last node, I think. Villain. Hero's Call. Hero's Skill. Cosmic Bio. And anyway, it was one of the Cabal teams. I was absolutely not doing great. Yeah, I think it was this one. And again, one thing is the requirements, and one thing is what you need. I had all my Cabal teams at 95 gear to 18. You know what I did? I spent like 60 million in taking them. Well, in total, but I don't know. I took each and every one of the Cabal team members to level 100. And you know what happened? I was able to clear the content. So I mean, I already knew it, but it was not that mindset. You know? I wasn't in the mindset that real endgame looks like 100, level 100 and level 100 years 18. Do I consider myself an endgame player? Yes, I do. Do I had all my characters at endgame level? No, I didn't. So anyway, in villain, and this is Rage's recommendation, I took different iterations, and I try not to take Cabal because they are needed for their nodes. I didn't want to use them to sacrifice them, so I was taking different iteration of Apocalypse, Kang, and other characters, Dormammu, but not Super Skrull because again he's also used in another node. But they really weren't performing great. Actually, Kang was dying a lot. Kang! Can you believe it? One of the best characters. Not at the moment, but yeah, he was one of the best characters of the game. So this recommendation again from Rage: use Cabal in these nodes. You're not losing anything. Nobody's gonna die, and use Kang. The synergy just works great, and obviously Apocalypse. Now, if you don't have Apocalypse, that's the issue, of course. Use Kang, Cabal, and I don't know. I wouldn't recommend Doom, but maybe you can take Ultimus. Probably or Dormammu or somebody, but at least Cabal and Kang, it's a must. Moving on, then I had the Cabal again. I was getting killed, like absolutely killed at the last characters. Take them to 1 quarter, allow me to clear it, one shot it. Then we have Cosmic Bio again, same characters. And again, if you don't have Super Skrull, it's nowhere, full nowhere. And again, hero skill. As I already gave my recommendation, switch Black Knight for Noir and you're set. It's kind of an easy node actually, to be honest. and then the villain again. So the main points of contention here are the higher you want to do the content, the higher your level has to be, the character's level has to be. Also, you have dependency on Super Scroll, you have dependency on Apocalypse, which are Dark Dimension characters, which are very difficult to get for mid and new players. So, again, set your expectations right. And yeah, you can get a 6 yellow 4 red Old Man Logan just by doing the first 9 nodes of difficulty 14 with, here are the pacts. So the pacts that you need, irrespective of what difficulty you are running, are the war abilities and the cosmic crucible abilities. That's a must. That's a must. Simply it doesn't work without them. Obviously you benefit the enemies, but yeah, whatever. The teams suck without those abilities active. Now from that, you can, if you want to select everything, then go ahead. The ones that are kind of the easiest ones are regeneration, recover additional 10% health when healing. So this one, it's obviously, again, it benefits the enemies, but teams like Cabal, they heal a lot. Teams like Out of Time, they heal a lot. So it's better to have them healed. Yeah. Then the Spider Society ones and the Sinister Six, these are good because, again, we have the hero skill node with Sinister Six, and them having 10% health is not that bad. But you not having 15% damage for these nodes, this one and the other one, yeah, the other one, it's bad. Although with Black Knight, he removes immunity from Gamma, so it works great. So again, I can say that you don't. It's not mandatory to have this. It's not completely mandatory, but yeah, it helps you a lot more than it hinders you. And the last one, it's whenever you kill characters, fill speed bar by 20%. This is something that won't help the enemy that much, unless, of course, we're talking about, for example, again, my mistake is that was not getting Black Knight instead of Noir, and my team got killed. And yeah, obviously, the moment they start killing you, then the moment they start getting more turn bar. But outside of that, the objective is to kill the enemy, right? So you're gonna get turn bar on any enemy killed. So in all the nodes. So again, this is good. Would I run the health ones? No, come on. Unless, of course, I am doing lower difficulties, right? But again, expectations, guys. And I dare to say that, yeah, I think that's a trend. Unlocking Old Man Logan and 2 red to difficulty 10. That's what I did last time. If you wanna get a 4 yellow or 5 yellow, I think, yeah, 5 yellow, you have to do difficulty 11 with Scorches. If you wanna get 6 yellow, you have to do at least difficulty 14. Actually, I'd say, yeah, it's 14, not 13, guys. It's 14. The milestone don't match the difficulty, so it's 14 for milestone 13, and I'd say it's 12 for milestone 11, and yeah, safe to say, I mean, unlocking, it's just unlocking him, so you can do difficulty 10. But if you wanted to get the 2 red, you have to do difficulty 12. So it's 12, 13, and 14 in general. So yeah, and if you're gonna get to milestone 14, you gotta actually it does match. Sorry. Yeah, it's difficulty 10, difficulty 11, difficulty 12, difficulty 13, difficulty 14, and if you're gonna get him 7, difficulty 15. So again, what do you want? How big you want your Old Man Logan? How big are your teams? How much you want to spend in gold and resources? And yeah, it's just your expectation. Follow this advice on the teams that I used. That is gonna kind of an improvement over Rage's teams, and you'll do just fine. If you don't have those characters, then you'll have to revert to lower difficulties. Again, with 10 you unlock him. If you're completely a new player and you're obviously not gonna have Apocalypse or Super Scroll, just do difficulty 10. If even if you have a 7 Cabal, the problem is not the star level of Cabal. The problem is the difficulty of the note. But again, if you're a mid game player, maybe you already have Apocalypse but not Super Scroll. Maybe again you can use Nowhere and you can say, well, I'll do difficulty 12, right? So forth, so on. So yeah, set your expectations right. Follow my advice, and if you don't have the characters, I gave you a couple of alternatives. There's obviously there are limits with those alternatives, but you can do it. So no worries there. And it's Cosmic Bio, and it's villains, of course, right? So anyway, that's it for Man Logan. Again, I already got him. I already got him. Where the fuck is him? What the fuck? Oh yeah, he's. No! Please don't crash. Ah, stupid war victory. Okay. Well, okay, we won. So I already have him here. Yes, he's here. As you can see, it's 5. 5 because I bought the red stars in the elite store. Now there's another thing that I wanna take the last 5 minutes of this video for. Wow. No. What the fuck is Mexican? Okay, yeah, it was this one. What the fuck? Okay, please let me. God damn it, man. Stupid shit. Okay, so again, don't forget to get your alliance crates. Don't forget to pick up your free claims. But I'm gonna go to the blog post. So we have a couple of news. What day is it today? Yeah, today's 6. So Age of X, Mind of Magneto, and actually this is something that I spoke in my previous video about the Age of X campaign. Age of X chapter 2 is composed of 7 missions, and there are no requirements for entry. We'll supply each character with necessary characters, so join an adventure and rack up rewards. That is for yeah, I saw already that it's gonna be released on Wednesday, but that is for Mind of Magneto Event Energy. No, Mind of Magneto. I think it is this one. No, holy shit. Which one is it? It was this one. It was this one. They changed it. It was called Age of X. Anyway, let's see the. Yeah, the Mind of Magneto. It was called Age of X, but because it was very vague, very general, but now it's called Mind of Magneto. So again, you have to do missions for that one. So continue spending pool party event energy and probably try spending at least 2,000. It's gonna be released on Wednesday. Yeah, it doesn't say when in the blog post, but I read that's gonna be released on Wednesday. So you'll have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and practically Monday. So you'll have 5 days to do 5 days. So yeah, you have to spend 400 energy to get the total milestone point. So now I'm gonna give me a second. I'm gonna turn on the light. I'm gonna touch that point in the other blog post because we are getting more arena payouts, credit core payouts, and it seems like that I know what the trend is. So anyway, we got an Annihilator today released. You can see it in the milestones, and you can see his orb in game, right? You can see his orb in game. Let's open a couple of one. No, this one not. What the fuck? Hey, here it is. So I'll open. I can't open 3 even if I wanted to. So 8 and then 8. Fuck it. God damn it. Bad luck. Anyway, we already have him and yeah, whatever. But what they are doing, it's play arena, earn gladiator and annihilator orbs with his shard, so it seems like it's going to be the payout from the arena. Rank up a gladiator to 5 stars and rewards 1 diamond hang pin by completing the gladiator showcase. Open orbs for milestone. Each annihilator orb earns progress towards the special milestone, inevitable annihilation. Yeah, so anyway, it doesn't seem anywhere here that we're getting more payouts. Yeah, arena store availability. Yeah, we got more characters here. I actually saw the leader, so that's good. It will allow us to clear the milestones to do difficulty 15. The requirements, but that's another point. Let me see if I see it here, because again, this has been the chatter all along in Reddit, and we already have it in game. So there's new payouts for arena. Rank 1 is getting 500, which was already getting. Rank 2, 500, 3, 500, 4 to 5, 500, 6 to 10, 500. Then it starts dropping. 11 to 20, 450, 21 to 50, 400, and so forth, so on. 300, 200, 200, 150, 150, 155, and 100. So, for example, in 21 to 50, I was getting 200 instead of 400, so I'm getting the duplicate. And a lot of people were talking about this, and it starts to make sense. Let's take a look again at this event. No, not this one. At this event. You need to spend 150 events in pool party event energy. You have to spend 200 cores. Did I say events? 150 cores for the first one, for party event. You have to spend 400. No, actually, it's more around 100. Yeah, you have to spend 100 cores in the Magneto event energy. And if it was the case, it isn't. Oh no, yes, it is the case. It is the case. And at the same time, you have to spend 200 cores into ISO 8 campaign. So we're talking about 200, 200, 300, 450 cores per day. Just to keep up with the milestone, guys. Which fucking sucks, if you ask me. So, yeah. I even wrote in Reddit saying that probably the orbs, annihilator cores, orbs were gonna cost 1,000 orbs, and that's why they were giving us more cores. But at this point, it doesn't. I mean, nothing tells us that it won't happen. Subject to change. But it seems like the issue is we have too many milestones that involve too many coring, and it's unsustainable. If it was just 200 for campaign or ISO, and then I don't know, nothing else, then okay, or 200 and maximum 50 cores in other events, then it's okay. But no, it is not the case. So how do they expect for us to get 200 cores, 100 cores, and spend 400 cores, and also have enough cores to core for the orbs? So that's what it boils down. So that's the end of my video for today, guys. Again, I'm gonna close with this image, and I think this way it's good. And yeah. Now, what am I trying to tell you with this? I mean, nothing in particular. It's more about the game's economy and current state, which again, it's not bad that they are increasing the cores, because we were spending more cores. We needed more cores to keep up with milestone events. They could have not given us more cores. Instead, they could lower the milestone of points for the milestone event. I would say that would be the best solution. But instead, again, this is net positive, because it balances out. It evens out. Now, what can I say? You have to prioritize arena. If you want to get better rewards, you have to prioritize arena. I hope today and going forward I can land in the lower than 20. I don't think I'll ever be at 10, but anyway, hopefully at least 20. And yeah, going forward, I want to stay that way. Now, how can you stay that way? Of course, having both a tall in arena and wide rooster, wide for these types of fucking events like Old Man Logan, where again, one Old Man Logan, until we get his counter, hard counter, he's one of the best in arena. So that's it. You need him. And I already got him mine 6-5. So again, and how did I do that? Spending fucking ton of resources into useless characters. And going forward, again, that's the way to go. Free to play. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. And also, if you have the possibility, buy a couple of battle passes. Again, Ares was kind of a special occasion. It's not something that I want to do forever. But for example, Annihilator, Gore, and Thanos, I want to buy at least, hopefully just one, battle pass. And that's it. I'm not, my advice here is not, yes, spend, guys. No. My advice, and that's my plan, personal plan, is that continue focusing on the priorities free to play. I already give you advice on getting Old Man Logan as high as you can, as high as your investment, as high as your rooster allows you. But anyway, I gave you really good advice. Please take it. It's really good. Even myself, I surprised myself that I was gonna be able to do it. I already said like, fuck it, 5 yellow, but no. And yeah, you have to focus on arena, and by focus on arena, I mean focus on Ares. Temporary focus on Silver Surfer, focus on Ultimus, and focus on Gladiator, Gore, and Endgame. That's it. End of the story. Apocalypse will be counter. Black Knight will be counter. Old Man Logan will be counter. But in the meanwhile, focus on them and Super Scroll. And one last safe advice. People for the longest time said, no, stop focusing on Apocalypse. Stop focusing on Super Scroll. Just now focus on Apocalypse. On Odin. And you know, that's a bad advice. Yes, you have to start focusing on Odin, but that doesn't mean that you have to completely ignore Super Scroll and completely ignore Apocalypse. Because one, they're really good for different contents. War, Cosmic Crucible, not raids, but Old Man Logan events. I mean, this type of events. And by Old Man Logan, I mean it's fucking. You can do it without them, but it's completely game changing if you have them. So yeah, do not ignore them. Get them, and also if you can get them before Annihilator's release, you'll get value from them. Depending on the chart that you are in arena, maybe the other characters don't have them, so you get them. You rank up to top 10, and that's it. And you're gonna be getting these sweet bonuses. If you are a veteran or in-game player, I don't expect you not having Super Scroll or Apocalypse. And even Mephisto, you are already working towards Mephisto. You already are doing the notes. And that's it. Alexei signing out. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna be seeing you tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.